What it do, y'all? This your man King Eric, the media assassin, coming at y'all with another video. Subscribe, hit the like button for me. So, in wrestling news, I don't know if anybody been hearing about what's been going on in AEW, but a lot of people didn't know that Eddie Kingston and Sammy Guevara were both suspended for a fight that they had backstage, and it was over a promo that Sammy Guevara cut on him about him being fat. Now, I'm gonna go different layers within this video here. Because first of all, let me go ahead and say this. Eddie Kingston is a very charismatic guy. Like he can cut promos like no other at this moment. One of my favorites, actually. One of my favorite promo cutters. His feud with Conan and Impact is what got me to him. When he was king. Like KYNG. I mean, even though he didn't look like the prototype of what a wrestler should be, he had the aggressiveness, he had the hardcore mindset to make him stand out. Like he could have been like the hardcore, like the new version of Terry Funk out here. You know what I'm saying? Because his promos is, and along with how he mixes in the New York, the tough street New York guy. I like how he put that into a character. And I like also that he showed love to hip hop as well. You know, he put on the Mobb Deep shirt, he had the DMX shirt. That's good. But this is where I feel that he may have buried himself and he may have buried that character. See, one of the main complaints about what people feel that is holding Eddie Kingston back from really being a superstar is his weight. He's very sensitive about his weight. And he's been the subject of fat jokes for months. You go on Twitter, they're making fun of his weight. Now, with him being a public figure, I would tell him, dude, this comes with the territory, man. As your public figure or celebrity, you're going to get made fun of. That comes with everybody, including me. I've been made fun of. I've been made fun of. I've had niggas say what they say about me on here. I've had people make posts about me, and I hate that. I've only gotten better. I've learned how to clap back at the bully, which could be social media at times. I understood this role, like, okay, we take it on a different platform. YouTube is totally different. Because for those who don't know, I started on Blog Talk, and I just started posting shows on SoundCloud. I just been sharing the Blog Talk links. YouTube is a worldwide platform, so now people could really comment on what you're saying or what you're doing, other than phone calls and other than Facebook. So that introduced me, and man, people have said a whole lot of things about me, but I ate that. I didn't get upset. I didn't call for bullying. I just went back at them. So with this whole thing going on with him and Sammy Guevara, from what I've observed, he only cut a promo in heel mode. He said here, hold on, I'm going to read this to you guys. Guevara issued in his own statement giving his side of the story to Fightful, specifically commenting on his promo that Kingston believed went too far. Guevara said that while he established boundaries when it came to bring up his personal life during the feud, Kingston hasn't done the same. Eddie did not mention to me or the coaches or Tony Khan or anyone in AEW that on what he didn't want said. I cut a promo on Eddie and sold Eddie and the fans as a heel. I see what people say online about Eddie and his appearance, which anyone who literally shames Eddie for how he looks can go to hell. It's the same people who shame me for being too small. But Eddie did not do the professional thing or communicate to me. If he did, I never would have said it, because the last thing I will want to do is hurt someone for real. So after the promo, I get to the back, and Eddie is flipping out. I say, you can't call me fat over and over. And I'm trying to walk down the stairs in Gorilla, making a big scene. I know this isn't Eddie's first time being aggressive, being out of control backstage. I know he has to do some kind of anger management after this whole thing. Okay. Let me tell y'all this, man. Y'all need a man to fuck up. Straight up. You mean to tell me, number one, you're making apologies of being a heel. That's your job, dude. You making apologies, you making statements as a heel. You're supposed to be cutting that line in the character. Eddie Kingston need a man up. You can't sit there and play this tough Bronx fighter and you crying over fat jokes. Where do we go in society where we just gotta be calling everything shame? Oh, it's okay to be shamed for being broke. It's okay for black men to get shamed for being broke. It's okay for black men to be shamed to be ugly. It's okay for black men to be shamed to be untalented and worthless. That's big business. But everything else seems to be off balance. And where do we get in with that? Like, even with the situation with Ari Spears and Lizzo. Now, granted, he didn't have to say what he had to say about Lizzo, but this comes with the game. You're a public figure. People are going to say things. Y'all going to have to get some tougher skin and handle your business. Y'all better get your clapbacks ready. Long as you in the public eye, people are going to talk. They're going to find anything. That's the internet these days. And Eddie Kingston buried himself because it's like you can't play this role of this hardcore, tough Bronx fighter and you crying over fat jokes. Imagine New Jack being crying over somebody saying something about him. He'll cut a promo tearing that person to shreds. Then on top of that, you bury yourself by talking about fat shaming. How you street and you worried about fat shaming? If anything, you should have cut a promo back on him, tearing him to limbs. That's what makes the best TV, just like I seen with Rollins and Riddle. You could tell that went personal. If it's a shoot, let it shoot. Ain't it made the best? Same with Brett and Sean. You ain't see him crying about being a heel. Oh, I'm just being a heel. I'm just doing my job. I ain't want to hurt his feelings. Fuck that. Y'all grown-ass men using terms and buzzwords like fat shaming. Y'all using weird language like cis or describe you ain't know what fucking gender you are. Like, what the hell is going on with society, man? Like, come on, man. Like, where are we going in this lane where y'all being so sensitive about everything? Y'all couldn't came up in the 80s and the 90s and so on. Y'all wouldn't last a day in that era. But see, since social media gave y'all a little echo chamber in the support group, y'all want to lean on them. We ain't had none of that growing up. We had to man up and handle our business. We had to hit the gym. We had to get better. We won't get no participation trophies back then. We didn't have no social media support group to lean on when they told us, oh, you're ugly, oh, you're fat, or, nah, you had to get out there and improve. You know how many times The Rock called Mick Foley a fat ass? You didn't see Mick Foley going out there crying to the internet about The Rock hurting his feelings. No. He took it to the chin. He knew he was comfortable with who he was and what he brought to the table. I ain't never seen no sissified shit like this ever. Where do we get to this point? I can see if he called the man out of his name. I can see if he called him out, his disrespected his family. You see Jungle Boy, Christian disrespected his pops. You don't see Jungle Boy up there crying. But you crying over fat jokes, dude. And you supposed to be the toughest Dondada. Get out of here, man. Come on, Eddie. You need to be better than that. If you can't make it past this, man, you're not gonna make it into being the big superstar that you should be. Like, come on, man. Come on. You let this 20-year-old punk call you fat and you getting all upset, you crying backstage. You're supposed to handle your business. If it's really that personal, you handle your business. What you doing crying to the internet? It's unbelievable, man. Maybe I feel like I'm in another planet, man. I'm like, people are so sensitive these days. But that's where I stand on it, man. Eddie Kingston, Sammy Guevara, all y'all people that are rendering this new generation, y'all need to man up, man. Y'all need to straight up man up. So that's my thoughts about this. Let me know what you guys think. Subscribe, hit the like button.